it down.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Reddick dishes to Jordan. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. And Morrow has it in the corner. And he gets it to go.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Now here's Westbrook. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 3. Morrow, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Griffin inside. And so that's the end of the first half. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. He's got 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. And it's Augustine in the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Ibaka kicks to Adams.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Crawford. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He feeds it to Jordan. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the Forge from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
As you said, for the Clippers, 37 wins last year against the rest of the West. That total was the second most against the rest of the West among any team in the league. Trailed only Golden State in that regard.
And you know what? They played the top West teams tough as well. One of only 3 Western Conference teams to be over 500 against.
Wow, and that sort of Showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Here's Crawford. Makes it off the glass.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The wide open look here for Ibaka. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And Greg, how about DJ Augustine on the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started Augustine, and this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. Here's Singler. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. And that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That's his first foul. The dish now to Johnson. Shot from the wing. And the shot is good. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook against Redick. Dishes it to Cantor. Puts up the baby hook. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Oklahoma City, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And Cantor drops them both. Here's Redick. 9 points in the game so far. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And that one's good. 12 points for Blake Griffin.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Outside Westbrook. To the inside. Cantor. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder lead by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Now here's Westbrook. Five to shoot. No one near him. Cantor kicks to Ibaka. And the pass to Singler. Pass to Morrow. Here's Ibaka. Drops in the tray. And And the Thunder lead by 16.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Singler. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
And Paul gets it to go in. The Thunder leading by 15. Westbrook with it. Chris Paul covering. Johnson against Westbrook. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And stolen by Redick. Here's Griffin. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Ibaka. Tries again. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook drives in. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kevin Durant's checked in for Kyle Singler. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Anthony Morrow. Clippers trail by 15. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
In the corner, Collison with it. Augustine with it. To the inside. Outside for Durant. And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 17.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Ibaka. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Augustine against Paul. And Augustine kicks to Durant. The kick out to Collison. Out to the wing. Augustine passes to Adams. Here's Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Westbrook dishes to Augustine. Collison with the screen for Augustine. Can't cash in from close range.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do.